With Amex Platinum,
welcome to the Centurion Lounge.
You get access to the Centurion Lounge, so the sounds of vacation start before you get there. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withAmex.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See detail.
And now, stop me if you've heard this before on the Toddcast podcast.
You'll know retired MMA fighter Smooth Benson Henderson as a former UFC lightweight champ, a WEC lightweight champ. He's considered one of the greatest lightweight fighters of all time. You'll hear his name get tossed around with guys like BJ Penn and Frankie Edgar, Islam Makhachev, as it should be. And when Benson was a guest, at the time, he was fighting for Bellator MMA. Cool to talk to one of the best MMA fighters of our generation, being a longtime fan of the game, and equally interesting to get outside of fighting and training and get to know him just a little bit. He talked about his first concert, seeing the Beach Boys with his mom. We talked about how he wanted to be a police officer when he was younger. We talked about the importance of friends and family, knowing that he's a big comic book geek. You know, I had to ask him about superpowers. He talked about having a clean living lifestyle. He doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. And stop me if you've heard this before, Benson shared a near-death camping story.
That's a good question. I don't know if I ever got that one before. I think I'll have to say no. Nothing comes to mind as far as having a near-death experience. I'll say one time my buddies and I were being pretty stupid. My college roommates, Chris Egan and Anthony Byers, Jared Owens, we went hiking. We went camping and hiking. We were just got ready to college, so we wanted to go have a good time, go do something. So we went camping, completely into wilderness camping. So not like, where everybody else is, and then they all have the power hookups and whatnot, but we went into the wilderness. We had to hike I think 4.5 miles even to get to the wilderness area.
Like camping.
And then we were super unprepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, actual legitimate camping. We didn't have enough food to eat. We got super hungry and we were almost starved and didn't have the right kind of sleeping bags. And the sleeping bags were rated to 50 degrees, but it got down to negative 10 degrees where we're at. We're really dumb. We really need to be smarter about when we go camping. So one time we were going camping, and we went on a crazy hike that turned into a mountain climb while we went on that camping trip. And I slid. I ended up sliding down, and I caught myself at the last second, but it was sheer ledge after where I slid, almost fell. It was I slid and I caught myself, but maybe 2 feet, 3 feet below where I was at was a sheer drop down to 40, 50 feet. So
yeah.
That probably would have, I would have not probably lived that long after falling from that height.
Stop Me If You've Heard This Before on the Toddcast podcast is powered by FKP MMA, Vancouver's #1 training destination at fkpmma.com.
Welcome to the small town of Chinook, where faith runs deep and secrets run deeper. In this new thriller, religion and crime collide when a gruesome murder rocks the isolated Montana community. Everyone is quick to point their fingers at a drug-addicted teenager, but local deputy Ruth Vogel isn't convinced. She suspects connections to a powerful religious group. Enter federal agent V.B. Laureau, who has been investigating a local church for possible criminal activity. The pair form an unlikely partnership to catch the killer, unearthing secrets that leave Ruth torn between her duty to the law, her religious convictions, and her very own family. But something more sinister than murder is afoot, and someone is watching Ruth. Chinook, starring Kelly Marie Tran and Sanaa Lathan. Listen to Chinook wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, a founder of the Go Kid Go network. At Go Kid Go, putting kids first is at the heart of every show that we produce. That's why we're so excited to introduce a brand new show to our network called The Search for the Silver Lining, a fantasy adventure series about a spirited young girl named Isla who time travels to the mythical land of Camelot. Look for The Search for the Silver Lining on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Laura Cathcart-Robbins, and I'm the host and creator of Only One in the Room podcast. Every week, my co-host Scott Slaughter and I invite you to join us for an hour and lose yourself in someone's incredible Only One story. We talk to the realest of real people, dealing with issues like infertility, addiction, human trafficking, and body shaming. Oh, and we want to be fair, so we talk to some celebrities too. Oscar winners, New York Times bestselling authors, supermodels, and even the most decorated U.S. Winter Olympian. Everyone is invited to share their Only One story with our listeners. This podcast is for anyone who has ever felt alone in a room full of people, which is to say that this podcast is for everyone. Download Only One in the Room wherever you listen to podcasts today.